6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A very pleasant morning to our chief guest, all the faculty members, and my dear students. I am Wrinkle, Department Secretary of Commerce in Guru Shri Shanti Vijay Jain College for Women, pursuing final year Bachelor's of Commerce. The most successful program is the one that achieves your goals and exceeds your expectation. Guru Shri Shanti Vijay Jain College for Women takes immense pleasure in organizing the intercollegiate event Comfest 2021 to 2022 on the topic Business Transformation in 2022, the Guide for Successful Implementation, hosted by the Department of Commerce Shift 1. On behalf of our college, I consider it is my privilege in welcoming our guest of honor, Dr. Emmanuel Daniel Sir, Region Business Leader and Sales Leader, Deputy South Asia. It's my immense pleasure to welcome our respected correspondent Sir, Dr. Gautam Vivek Sir, and our respected Madam Principal, Dr. M.K. Malti Ma'am. Welcome, Sir. Welcome, Ma'am. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Let us commence this informative and beneficial section by seeking the Almighty blessings. They are the dreamers and they are the planners. The planners make the dreams come true. We would like to extend a special welcome to our guest of honor who will be giving the essential knowledge for us. May I call upon Dr. Gayatri Ma'am, Head Department of Commerce, to render a gracious welcome address for our guest of honor. Over to you, ma'am.
Present here. Yes, thank you, Wrinkle. Good morning to one and all present here. A warm welcome to one and all present here. I am feeling extremely honored in welcoming you all for this grand intercollegiate fiesta Comfest 2021 on the topic Business Transformation 2022. On behalf of Department of Commerce Shift 1 of GSS Jain College, I am extremely delighted in welcoming our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Emmanuel Dial Walker, Regional Business Leader and Sales Leader, DuPont South Asia, for today's inaugural. I convey my regards to our Chief Guest of the day, Sri Emmanuel Dial Walker, Sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation on honoring our for the today's function. I am very much thankful to our beloved Principal Ma'am, Dr. M.K. Malati, and our Honorable Secretary Sir and Correspondent Sir, Dr. Gautam P. Vai, for giving me such an opportunity to do this function. I also welcome all our participants of the day for this from various colleges for this Commerce Fiesta. I also welcome our beloved colleagues and my dear students for extending a fullest cooperation. I once again welcome you, sir, for today's function, Comfest 2022. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. May I call upon Dr. Vishalachi, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to read the credentials of our guest of honor. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning to one and all present here. A special greetings to our esteemed chief guest, Thiru Emmanuel Dayal Walker. Morning, sir. I am Dr. Visalakshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Guru Shri Shantividi Jain College for Women. I have immense pleasure and honor to introduce the esteemed chief guest of the day to the gathering. The Emmanuel Dayal Walker, a regional business leader and sales leader, DuPont South Asia. Is a team builder, innovative thinker, and having 31 years of industrial experience in manufacturing, quality engineering, plant commissioning, market survey, new product and application development, marketing and sales management, coupled with high level of customer engagement in building sustainable business management through felt leadership. Coming to his career experience, he is serving with DuPont for more than 26 years by playing his key role as a regional business leader and sales leader with South Asia, a technical sales manager, South Asia, and regional manager, South India or in Sri Lanka, marketing manager, Flame and South Asia region, sales and business development manager, Flame and South Asia, sales and marketing manager, Flame and South Asia, sales and marketing manager, Paintbrush, Flame and South Asia, sales and marketing management of Rainforest and Flame's South Asia, Global Toothbrush Qualification Coordinator, and Flame's Technical Specialist Asia Pacific, uh, Country Quality Systems Leader and Marketing Specialist, Quality Coordinator and Flame's Technical Specialist South Asia, Plant Operation and Quality System Coordinator, and Plant Operation and Safety and ISO 9001 Coordinator. Mr. Emmanuel Dial Walker, his educational background consists of an engineering degree that is BTech on textile technology from Anna University. He has acquired his master's degree on company law and tax laws from Institute of Company Secretaries of India, associate degree on Production Management from Annamalai University, Associate's degree on Industrial Safety from Annamalai University, Masters of Business Administration, that is MBA Marketing Management from Madurai Kamaraj University, Associate's degree Man-Made Fibers and Textiles, Spinning, Weaving and Processing Topper from Tyagarajar Polytechnic College, Masters of Corporate Law and Industrial Trade Law and Arbitration from the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, and he has got his Masters of Science, that is MS Medical Sociology from University of Madras. SARS has got good amount of volunteering experience by holding various important positions as founder and president, Elim Care as a Poverty Alleviation Center, president of Elim Youth Fellowship is a social service unit, and board member trustee of contraction poverty alleviation center, and co-founder and president of Elim Missionary Movement social, it's a social service unit. Sir has acquired a license which has been conferred with the LinkedIn in the year 2020 for doing the following activities: executive leadership, influencing others, leadership strategies for women, leading effectively, motivating and engaging employees, own your voice, that is improving presentations and executive presence. That is strategic thinking, Ken Blanchard and several servant leadership, take sense, adaptive project leadership, artificial intelligence foundations, machine learning, building accountability into your culture, data science foundations, fundamentals, holding your team accountable, improving your listening skills, leading change, unconscious bias, business process improvement, communicating in the language of leadership, delegating tasks, and learning emotional intelligence, the key determiner of success. Sir has received various certifications from DuPont. DuPont Marketing Excellence Program, ISO 9001 Lead Auditor, IRCA Certified LRQA, Leadership and Management Program, Sales Excellence Program, and Six Sigma Green Belt. Sir has got issued with some patent rights on UV stabilized nylon monofilaments by United States of America. Sir is the recipient of various honors and awards. Asia Pacific Business Team Award, that is CEO Flame and Business JP1. Sales Excellence Award from DuPont CEO Ellen Kuhlman. Volunteer Recognition Award from DuPont CEO Charles Holiday. Asia Pacific Business Team Award, and the list goes on. It is highly a honor for us to have such an eminent personality in our midst today. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing this function. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Guru Shri Shanti Vijay Jain College for Women deems it is a honor to facilitate a guest of honor with a moment of appreciation. Welcome, sir. Welcome to our Comfest 2022. We hope for a long and successful journey with you, sir. May I take this immen- May I take this pleasure for requesting our guest of honor, Dr. Emmanuel Daniel, sir, Walker, regional business leader and sales leader, Deputy South Asia. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be with you today. So I thank the college management, the teachers, and the office bearers, and the students and great participants from various colleges for your time to be with you. So I'm sure I can make some sense for you with my small introduction and small uh, time of interactions with you, and I'm sure it will make a great help for your future. Am I able to? Am I audible? And are you able to see the slides?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And the topic given to me is a business transformation process. And I understand many of you are commerce students, and you might think, how am I going to be able to meet your requirement being an engineer? But of course, I studied a little bit commerce also. I still did ACS. So I studied a little bit of commerce. And of course, I work in the company on a commerce platform. And a business transformation is the key where I work for the last 20 years in various programs. What I'm going to share with you is mostly my personal experiences. So I'm not taking from the textbook, so you won't get bored. And secondly, I understand the requirement of the girls because I have two girls in my house. I have two daughters, and both of them are in the college, so I can easily relate. In fact, I have made this presentation to my daughter first yesterday night to understand her feedback before presenting to you. So I'm sure you enjoy this presentation next 20 minutes. So the topic given to me is business transformation. The business transformation, if you really see it, It starts with a change management strategy. You should have a strategy for change management. I'll make it very simpler. The change management is always divided into three parts. One is the process, then the people, and the system, PPS. So yeah, just you can take the Comfest. You people are organizing for so many years. Your college is famous for this Comfest, and many colleges are participating. And this year, the management committee or the staff committee who are doing it, the challenge is different because you have to do it online. All these years you are doing offline. You are sending a card to a chief guest and you are awaiting for the card to come and receiving him, how to make him to sit. That was the challenge. This year the challenge is different. You have to make the chief guest to understand your system, and chief guest may not know what is a system of interaction over the online. So you have to educate him, you have to preempt him, and you have to get all the people on that. So the process is different totally. And secondly, the people involved, they are different. Previously the people who there were used to be some audio system people, everybody in the platform. Now we need to know somebody who knows the computer well to sit in the platform. And the technology, how to connect the internet. And I was just taking from the next room, then the organizers were saying, no, no, don't, the room doesn't have proper internet, come to the next room. So all these things are changing. This is the business transformation. So from the offline mode to the online mode, there's a change. Similarly, every walks of your life, whether if you're going to a bank or if you're going to a school or you're going to any place of work, online working, offline working, everything, there's a transformation. So we need to understand, we need to have a strategy for each of these three elements. That's the beauty of the transformation. Secondly, and the fundamental change of business operations. So each of the operations, there will be change. So what you are doing during the normal days may not be applicable for the online mode. So that's a difference. And your business should have a strategy. Apart from that, you should have vision. What is that you are going to achieve by doing this change? You should be very clear about your vision. Without a vision, many places people simply doing it for the heck of saying it. So they are not a succeed because they don't have vision. Vision is more important in the business transformation strategy. So I just walk you through the six different types of business transformation, and many of you are aware because we are getting into a competition. So you people will be much more aware, and some of things I might have missed. And I have taken say example only from my personal life. I didn't take anything from outside, so that I can make more relevance to you. And as requested, I'll have a small question answer session. You can ask some questions. And here, first one is the organizational transformation. You see, right? In the past, we used to go to the malls. Used to be for if you want to buy a book for your college, or if you want to buy some dress, we go to the brick and mortar stores. There'll be stores and there'll be some people. There are some stores with the air conditioners, they don't have it. And there's some people, they give a proper welcome. And there'll be some classes will be given how to welcome a customer, how to smile at them artificially, or whatever the way you have to smile and attract a customer. All these things was the teaching in the past. Today everything is e-commerce. You don't see anybody, you don't interact, only you're interacting with the computer. So it's totally different. The order of the day is different. Whatever the colleges, when I was doing MBA some 25, 27 years back, what was the teaching today? It's totally not relevant. No more Peter Drucker and Philip Kotler are relevant today. Things are changing. And I can give an example. So the Swiggy came and Zomato came, and they were giving, when you go and order a biryani from the hotel, they said 200 rupees. And Swiggy are saying 150 rupees. Oh, we are so happy. We started buying from Swiggy. And slowly Swiggy jacked up. Now it's become 300 rupees. So it's higher than the hotels. And hotels have all the chairs are empty. Now hotels have started giving incentives to call you, because totally different. And I can give another example, the Amazon or Flipkart, the e-commerce platform. And if you recollect, I have two daughters, I said, I didn't go to any bookshop to buy any of the books. All of them are ordered through Amazon. So things are changing. Even last few years, all the clothes we are buying through the e-commerce because they have a facility for changing. If you don't like it, you can change it. Even your big brick and mortar stores, they don't allow. So these things has more of a convenience. Things have changed. And I have a friend, many of you might have heard, Zagir Hussain. He's a great Bharatanatyam dancer. He's my classmate in the college. And one day somebody was asking in the TV show, He said that nowadays the Bharatanatyam, nobody comes to see it in the sabhas, right? They are doing the sabha. There are thousands of people come to witness it by paying 1,000 rupees. Then he said, so they asked a question: is that art Bharatanatyam is diminishing? Is it going to be getting diminished in the over a period of time? Then he said, no, the art will never diminish. It won't go away. But the only thing is, the people who are the custodians of the art has to rethink. They have to change. They have to. There should be organizational transformation. In the past, there was one artist dancing from the stage, 1,000 people sitting in the chairs and seeing it and applauding, and that era is over. Now one artist is dancing in a studio, and 1 million people across the world can see through the media, social media, or YouTube, or whatever it is. So that's an organizational transformation. So the custodians of the Bharatanatyam as an art, or the custodians of the food chain, or custodians of the commerce, trade and commerce, if they don't adapt to the change, then they'll be left away. That's what you need to understand, the environment which is outside, and you need to have a strategy how to change, and you need to have a list out the core processes, and what are all the structures involved in each of the processes, and what are the systems present, what is the future system envisaged, and what are the cultural changes we need to adopt. If you carefully articulate all these things, then you will get the results. So that's the first one. The second one is the management transformation. You see that management transformation is very important, because today, like you might have heard few years, as many of you are commerce graduates, the history of the world, the biggest merger and acquisitions is our company only. I'm working in DuPont. The DuPont has acquired a Dow 4 years back, right? It was called, it's the biggest acquisition in the history of the world, merger of history of the world, because DuPont is a 4 million, sorry, 4 lakh crore market capitalization, and Dow also almost 4 lakh crore. They are the number one and two in the world chemical company index. And DuPont is a 220-year-old company, and Dow is a 160-year-old company. They got merged. And DuPont is a specialty company. In DuPont, most of us are engineers or scientists. Right? Even if you see my credential, I was in the science before. I have a patent on my name. I was an R&D. So most of the people in the sales functions also, they are all mostly related to the science or engineering or research. But Dow is a hardcore commodity sales company. All the people are hardcore salespeople. So there's a very big difference changing the management of transformation, a commodity market to the specialty market. Both the people are they are merged together, are sitting side by side to take a business decisions. It's a very big difference. Similarly, if you see it, you have seen in the companies, we see that, right? You cannot choose your boss, right? In the same way with as you cannot choose your spouse, whatever comes is comes. The same way, sometimes the leadership, you have benevolent leaders, sometimes you have autocratic leaders. In the benevolent leaders, you feel very comfortable, but you never learn much. But with the autocratic leader, you feel very discomforted, but at the same time, you learn very fast. So there are advantages with every style of leadership, and it's all time based. And a change in organization, you might have heard IBM is the inventor of computers, personal computers. They were acquired by Lenovo. It's a Chinese company. Just imagine all the scientists of IBM in America, all the Harvard and Oxford people. Now they are being managed by a Chinese, right? It will be totally a cultural shock, but that's they have to adopt. That's a management of transformation. And times of crisis, I worked in SRF. Many of you know that's my first company to the campus. So when I joined in 92, 91, 92, there was a liberalization policy, right? There was a, many of you are not born, right? So liberalization policy that government has opened the doors for all the multinationals throughout the world. So in those days, the nylon price of India was around 150 rupees. But when the international players started coming, there was a company called Formosa Chemical and Fertilizer Company in Taiwan. They were able to sell their nylon at 125 rupees in India. So that SRF has to do a complete management transformation to rethink all the processes. They eliminate so many unwanted manpower, process, machinery. They have taken McKinsey as a consultant, to do all the process modification, to comply, to reduce the cost structure, to play with the international players. Today, last week I was reading the article. SRF is the world number one on the nylons. So a Chennai-based company. Okay, it's a owners are from Delhi, but they are the world leaders because they were ready for the management transformation, helped by McKinsey. And that's a great thing. So the deployment is important, and when the deployment is that, you need to adapt to the change, and then that's the change management. That's how the business is getting transformed. And I give a next one. So the third one is cultural transformation. I remember when I started my career 30 years back. So when you go to when you work in Tamil Nadu, mostly in your office, 200 people, all of them will be a Tamil people. And recently, I was the office leader in DuPont in Chennai office. 200 people are there. I very interesting fact for the paint division, the sales manager is from Punjab, because they have put so many advertisement in the Naukri or everywhere. Nobody joined. Only a guy from Punjab has joined. So you just imagine when he came to me, whenever we have some vacation or some holidays, for those things it may not be applicable to him. He won't understand the meaning of our holiday. If I say Pongal, he won't even know what is Pongal. So that's a different culture, right? So that this is evolving. That's a new normal. No more you can say, I live in a flat, there are 26 houses, and there are 20 different states people are living. If I say today is my some festival, that festival won't even known to them. They have different culture, different belief systems, different values, their intentions, and everything's a systems are all different. So you need to know how to embrace such things. And I when I first joined my company, that was a British type, right, in an Indian company. So they had a British type of management. So I used to have an office boy. I worked there for 6 years. Then I moved to DuPont, and when I moved to DuPont, I went to US for training. I came back, and I did the plant setup in India. Then, to my surprise, there is no office boy. I have to make my own coffee, and they gave me a coffee maker. First, I didn't know why they gave me a coffee maker. Then they said, if you want coffee, you make the coffee and drink. Oh, then only I understood. Oh, I don't have office boy. And secondly, I have to clean my table. I don't have anybody to clean my table. So it was all a difference, because then I understood. Even if you see U.S. president, you might have seen when Mr. Obama was there. He used to make his own coffee and drink. Even a president of America will not be served coffee. He has to do himself. That's a different style. You need to change. And the values, right? I worked in my previous company, SRF. It's a part of DCM group, and they are more than 100-year-old business corporation. And I seen many of my colleagues. Their father was a SRF employee. Some people they said their grandfather was a SRF employee. And if you go to Tata, I used to go Tata very often. The Tatas, the 3, 4 generation people who work in Tata, they study in the Tata school, they study in the Tata college, they study there only, and they work there only. But that's a relationship based. Today, in like in DuPont, all the American companies, it's all transactional based. Many people ask me, how did you manage 27 years in DuPont? Because I had some 13 different portfolios. I was from a different, I was in operations, I was in the quality system, I was in the commercial, then I was in the sales, marketing, and development. Then I became a business head. So I did in different portfolio. But if you fail anything, that's the last day. They say, thank you very much. You are out. Because it's a transactional. It's no more a relationship based employment. It's all transactional. As long as your service is beneficial to my company, you are in the roles of the company. If you are not beneficial this year, you are beneficial for last 27 years. It's not a matter. It's all over. You paid salary. It's over. Now it's different. So when you go to the job market, it's a job market is full of transactional. It's no more a relationship based. Whatever you did in the past is not going to be carried forward. So it's a new culture. And biases, you see gender and age, religion. And I'm glad that your college is a girls college. When I started my sales career, I used to start traveling almost 200 days or 150 days, a minimum 100 days a month, a year. We'll be in the airport in the morning flight. This is a routine for me for the last 25 years. So I never seen any girls in the morning. But nowadays, when I go there, either it's a Chennai airport or Mumbai airport or Delhi airport, When I go for checking in the morning, early morning flight, I see there are so many girls with a laptop. They are working. I ask them, "What are you doing?" They say, "No, sir, we are doing the sales. I'm a sales manager." So that barrier is broken. No more, that there is no gender barrier. There is no age barrier, no religion or culture. Every culture people are there everywhere. So that's a beauty of today's world. And the other one is the digital transformation. I need not to say much because you people are much more knowledgeable than me in this platform. And you see AI powered chatbots. And when you speak to Airtel, no more you are hearing a human voice, but that's only IVR system you are talking to. And machine learning is no more you are writing a program. Your program is written by a machine. They are taking the inputs from the camera on the road. They have a camera. That camera is taking how many people are walking, and it takes and it writes a program and give you a data that yesterday there are 1,000 people with the green color sari went in the road, 300 people with the blue color sari. Everything you can get a data. This machine writes a program. It takes the data from the camera and it gives you a printout in the computer. It's totally different. And the other day, one of my friend has sent a thing. He violated the traffic on the one of the roads. Within 1 minute, in his phone, he got a challan. And if there are provision, if within 1 minute you can pay the fine also through the your mobile phone. Things have changed. So artificial intelligence and machine learning, and I maybe many of you may be familiar. Last year I did a course in the senior management course in Harvard. It's a mandatory for the company. So because it was COVID time, so I did online, mostly online. And the final day, the former president of US, Obama, has come and spoke in the. I really surprised. Oh, how come when we attend, President Obama is coming and speaking? I was so happy to see it. And finally, they put a disclaimer. It's an online course. They say it's not actually Obama. It's only through the artificial intelligence. And they have shared how that course was organized by MIT. So they said how they did it. So they by just by feeding the photograph of Obama and all his previous speeches and his actions and his pronunciations, how he read each of the words. They have fed everything to the artificial intelligence, and the machine learning could be able to write a program, and then with a photo, then it could be able to make a video of Mr. Obama, how he might have spoken for, if you give a passage of this kind. This script was written by these people, but this machine knows how to pronounce like Mr. Obama, how to that gesticulate like Obama. That's the beauty of it. So Internet of Things, all of you know that, like in the commerce space, and cyber security is emerging space. Many of you are commerce students. If you want to pick up, this is going to be a great opportunity. Cloud computing that made many of the software programs easier. Big data analytics, that's also for the commerce students. It's a very important thing because the future is going moving towards that. If you know how to analyze and present, then you are the winner. And digital twine and robotics automation and the enterprises. This also, the last one also we are more used to you ERP. So this is things great things happening in the transformation space. And the fifth one is information systems transformation. So this is very simple. It helps you to make informed decisions. I remember when I go to a hotel, I say, no, I want 4 idlis parcel. Then that guy said, okay, sir, 4 idlis parcel. He take me 30 rupees. Then the service boy will come and say, sir, idli, it's no more available. It's already over, right? Because this cashier is uninformed decision he's taking because he doesn't know the idli is no more available. So today, like the management information system, whatever is your inventory, what is the customer's accounts payable, what receivable, vendor payments, everything is in your laptop or palm top or in your mobile. Everything is very simple, and the inventory management systems, SAP systems, demand planning, and demand planning is, I tell you, the beauty of today based on the customer's order. Yeah, I'm in the sales, so we used to give our orders. See, my customers are Colgate, like Procter and Gamble, Unilever, right? Smith Lane Become those people. So we get a 24 months forecast. Based on the forecast only, we will do the raw material ordering. So that when the raw material comes, it will take some 3 months of lead time. Then the production lead time will be some 2 times. Then there will be a transit of another 2 months. So actually, it reaches the customer after our eighth or ninth month. But everything is based on the demand planning. So negotiations and optimization of the transportation, everything happen based on the demand planning. It's all now with information systems. So it has transformed. No more the conventional wisdom. Previously, every company used to be one voice man. He's probably more than 60 years of age, and he only knows which material will sell at what time, and he'll tell. Often it will fail, but nobody will know. But now your computer system says when what is the cyclical demand, when it will sell, when it won't sell. Other day I was talking to. I'm living in Shantom, so near to my house there is a fishing hamlet. I was talking to one of the fishermen, and he was telling me nowadays they are using GPS for the fishing. So they go in a boat, and some of them know there are different directions they go. Some 20 teams will go into different directions, and one of the teams with the GPS system, they find out where is the fish is moving. They know the direction and they know the speed on which the fish is moving. They prompt all the teams over phone, so all of them will go and get the fish. So they said, no more we are wasting time, we are no more wasting our fuel, and we know where the fish is, we'll go and catch them. In, or informed decisions. Informed that's a system transformation. And finally, the transformation of business processes. And as you know that Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma, right? And process audits, modify many times. We see in the companies we do a lot of unwanted things, and we believe it's all required. And but when you do audits, often you find out many things are not required. Since many of your commerce students, I'll tell you an example. When the SRF I was saying, right, my previous company, when they were doing for a business transformation, I was part of the McKinsey team. That's a blessing, right? So they gave me an opportunity. I was there, and that has transformed my life. If you ask me, many of my successes has come because of that one project I was involved for 6 months. And in the McKinsey, I remember when I came that the bobbins which was loaded in the machine, that my memory is right, around 11,800 bobbins were there. So it used to be a spare bobbin. So there are some 24,000 bobbins. That the McKinsey, that there was a cost accountant. He came and asked me, "Sir, what is the weight of this bobbin?" I said, 10 kilos. Then he said, "Sir, why can't you reduce to 5 kilos?" I said, "No, no, the creel is designed for 10 kilos. I'm basically engineer, right?" So I said, "Oh, this load bearing capacity of this creel is 20 kilos. So we have a capacity to have 20 kilos." He said, "Sir, I didn't ask you what's the load bearing capacity of the creel. I asked you, can I reduce to 5 kilos?" I said, "Of course, you can reduce it. What's the advantage?" He said, "No, no, inventory carrying cost, work in progress cost." Like that, you are saying something new. I said, "What is working progress cost? What is a WIP?" Then he said, then he made me all the calculation. That's prompt me to do CS in the later stage, right? So actually, the things are different. What we were believing and what is required is different. In the past, I remember I am the trade, the paintbrush or paint. No, like if you go to a paint shop, they will have hundreds of paint tins. Today, no, they are just buying whatever required for the day in the morning, and they're getting sold in the night. Next day again, the fresh lots coming. So every shops, no, they have multiple things. They have become a leaner and cleaner, and no more they are dumping things. So things have changed. So time study, motion study, whatever you studied on the scientific management principle, Mr. F.W. Taylor or Henry Foyle, or all these things are there, come to the picture. So all these things contribute for the business transformation, and I'm sure that you will have a transformed life. I wish you the very best for your program. So and go to the world with a fresh mind to transform the world, so that you, your families, and the community and the world is blessed. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are really grateful for a highly inspiring and very informative, sir. It's time for interaction section. Will give us more variable answers, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. How's the business becomes more successful? I would say only one thing: perseverance. So you have to perceive. Many people, what I seen is, I seen myself because I had an opportunity to guide many people on the business transformation because I was a country quality system and Six Sigma leader. They come very closer to the success, and they get disgusted because they didn't have the result and they stop it. So the perseverance is the only answer I can say. Whatever it is, you might have seen that I have studied something totally irrelevant things, right? I'm still a hardcore textile engineer. I go to Anna University, Indian Engineering College very often for the guest lecture, but still I studied some CS or law or management or science. That perseverance, no, the interest to know something new. I always try to learn something new, different. But the perseverance is a key to the success. Hope I answered your question. How does customer value for into this shift towards sustainable and regeneration business? Actually, customer value in the sense, if you don't change, they leave you, right? You remember there were a lot of shops, they don't even care if you go to the shops, they don't even show anything. And if you go to the shop and say, I want this dress, can you show a different dress? The shopkeeper will say, oh no, I already showed enough. If you want to choose from here, you choose. Such a way was the attitude 20 years back. Today, the e-commerce space, the things are, if you want to choose 1 lakh, a thousand saris, a thousand dress material, you can choose it. Everything is the display. So that made this that brick and mortar stores to be more competitive. They are doing better. Other day I went to a hotel, they said, sir, please give your mobile number. I said, why? They said, no, we have some incentive program for people who are coming to the hotel. I said, I am coming to your hotel for so many years, you never gave me an incentive, why you are giving now? Then they said, no sir, because of the Zomato and Swiggy, nobody's coming to the hotel, so now we have started giving incentives. So people will be changing. If they don't change, they'll be left behind. So the customer will value the people who are changing. The people who are not changing, they'll left behind. They'll be living in the old paradise, thinking, no, oh, in the 1947 we were the number one company in Chennai. All the funda they'll be speaking, but they'll be left behind. So only a change is the only consistent, constant thing can happen in today's world. Change is the only constant. So thank you. I hope I answered your question. What are the key trends in digital transformation 2020? Yes, a key trend, now you see, now maybe like you, all of you can pick up one. I myself, now I have registered myself in the Purdue University, US. Purdue, right? I'm already 50 years old. So I registered in the Purdue for digital marketing, because what I studied marketing 25 years back, it's no more valid, right? It has totally changed. So because in the marketing fundamentals, like 4 piece of marketing or 5 piece of marketing is the same, but how to take it, right? The product, how you display your product, or how you are going to promote your product, and how you are going to do the placement strategy or pricing strategy, everything is based on your customer traffic, and how your customer preferences, persona of your customer. So for that, there are some digital analytics, all these things are there. So your commerce totally based on digital. People are going to take a decision by seeing it. Even if somebody going to buy a car, if you're going to buy even a BMW car for a crore rupees, nobody go and buy from the based on the salesman in the counter. They do complete research in the digital space, and they go and buy it. So your digital presence become more. If you say, I am having the best car, but I'm not in the digital space, but let the customer come to the showroom, we'll explain him. No, customer probably may not come to your showroom because he's already, the decisions, 70% of the decisions are taken on the based on the social media or digital space. So the key trends is digital trends is number one. You need to have a digital presence. So digital marketing is the number one, and you need to have analytics, right? The analytics in the sense, pay per click or cost per click, and who is clicking from the, like I'm not how much you are familiar. Like somebody seeing your ad in the Google, then right, it's called impressions. And when you see a impression and you are clicking to read what it is, then it's a click. Then the Google is get paid on the pay per click or cost per click. Then after then clicking, then you are want to buy the material, then it is a conversion. So conversion is giving the revenue to the person who has done the advertisement, the Google. So today's commerce graduates, your requirement become different. You need to tell the management which advertisement at which media going to give you the better. It's a search ad, or it's a digital ad, or it's a header, or it's a footer, or it's a uh, all these things you have to say it. Number one. Number two, you need to know what is the persona of your customer. Generally, for example, if you are doing a sale, selling a car, then which your customer, which whether he'll see every day, which TV program they are seeing, where to put your advertisement, or which website they'll go and refer regularly, or which news they are going to read regularly. Those things are the today. And third one is you need to know how to do a budgeting on that, and have where to allocate your money, because pay per click is every click you have to give so 5 rupees or 10 rupees to Google. And if you put into some open forum, a college forum, and if your keywords are not good, everybody click it, and a single day lakhs of rupees are wasted without having any commercial conversion. So these are all the real thing. And cyber security, there are a lot of fake things are coming. Management of website, or having a your domains registration, managing, and cyber security in the sense your copyrights violations, right? All the competitor movements. That's a new trend coming. So I hope I answered partly your answer. What type of business transformation needed to face the current scenario? Yeah, business transformation is agile, right? Everyone that's speaking. How quickly, how fast you are changing to the scenario. The speed, speed, speed. First I said, right, perseverance, 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 and change, change, change. Third is speed, speed, speed. How speed? How fast? Actually, like 2 days back, I was just coaching my daughter for the Viva course in her college. She's doing architecture. So I said, the speed is today's world. And maybe you are partly right. Maybe you know only 60%, 70%. Don't contemplate, or don't procrastinate to give an answer. Whatever you know, you say it fast. Today's speed is the only thing. So that's the answer I can say from my side. What makes business transformation successful? So that's what the same. Yeah, your speed is a success mantra, and don't slow down. And I said no. As I said first, pursue, don't stop in the middle. And I said no. If you decided, do fast. I give you one small thing. See, I am one among a few successful people you might have come across in your life. There are thousands of successful people, and I can say, if you ask me one reason for my successes, I would say whatever I do it fast. And in my life, if you see some 10 things successful, I have failed 20 times. There are 20 failures also that never come to the paper. It never get published. So don't worry. If you do fast and do 10 mistakes, no problem. Another 10 will be right. No issues. Instead of waiting for the right time and right opportunity and wasting everything, you can do 10 mistakes and 10 right, so that you are in your credit already 10 is there. There is no minus marks in life. So you can go ahead. Is that right? I hope I answered. Me too. Any more questions? I'm sure people are waiting for their events. So they should not think, what is this dumb guy is keep blabbering something, unwanted things. We are here for our events. Any more questions? So if no, I think we can uh, take the people for the next session. Let them enjoy their programs. They have prepared so nice for that. So thank you once again for the opportunity. Like we can connect later. Okay, one more question. How will the digital transformation change transaction volumes and the average value of those transactions? Okay, this is the two parts. Uh, the transaction volume is based upon the not only the see digital. Okay, we'll take a website. So for your ease of understanding, of course, most of you are very familiar with Amazon and Flipkart, right? I will take an example of Amazon. So Amazon has replaced brick and mortar, right? The stores. Conventionally, we take some example of a cloth store, right? We go to a cloth store to buy a shirt or sari. 10 years back, our incomes also were lower. If our income was what it was 20 years back, Amazon might not have come to India from US. They understood your disposable income is higher, and average per capita income of Indians are higher, and that's the reason they are coming, right? All of you are yearning in the commerce space or uh, software IT enabled services. So all these things are bringing a lot of forex and lot of and so many people are in other countries. So the average disposable income is very higher. So this Amazon has come and they are putting the digital uh, display of all the products. So if you really recollect, if you take a pen and write, how many things you bought through Amazon last 1 year is really recurred to you. If you ask me my personal experience, I would say 80% of things what we bought is not required. We are not a very big star, but we have something related to some YouTube channels or whatever. We bought whatever is there in under the earth. We heard somebody having a using something, then immediately we bought it. Beauty and cosmetics items or dress material or many people they buy books. Maybe they never read it. So the first question is the volumes of goods sold compared to the brick and mortar is multiples. I know many people because I am well connected with many of these companies. So they have godowns, 1 lakh square meter, square feet godowns, 10 lakh square feet godowns, and all they have. Mintra godown, I know my friend has rent it out in Delhi. It's all 10 lakh square feet godowns. So you imagine the volumes have changed because many people they buy even without recording it, and since there is no human to interact and speak and argue and ask for a discount, so simply people buy it and simply a click, right? When you and the another biggest problem is your credit cards. So you are not buying through the money, so your credit cards. So simply many of us are become a very big debtors, right? That's one. And secondly, like the one is the volume. Second is the value, right? The value is based on the your marketing skills. So how you price it, that's a pricing strategy comes, and how much of discounts you are wanting to do, how much of future you are seeing it. Those things are there. So that's what it is. So thanks, Helen. So good morning and all the best. One more question: should I take it or leave it? Uh, I'll do it faster, Nikita. How will the digital transformation change transaction volumes? Yes, that is there. And value of transaction is value in the sense the number of transaction multiplied your price and gross margin, right? Gross margin only we see as a value because we don't see as a revenue as a value here. Today's world, today's world has totally changed. No more people are talking about the revenue. People are talking about even the company's valuation is based on the gross margins or net margins. So the value is based on the effectiveness of your see. You need to manage so many things today, the big digital space. Not only see, for example, I'll give you a small snapshot of what is the today digital spaces. For example, Amazon is going to sell a cloth. He doesn't own the cloth, so he is depending upon somebody who is a manufacturer, and that manufactured goods are kept in some of the stock points, and somebody has a system. They are connected to the Amazon system to keep the stock, and they have depending upon a courier system to send it to the people, and they are depending upon the website is hosted by the Google, and the Amazon is indebted to pay per click, cost per click, and that the keywords search, for the search they have to do ads, for the ad campaign they have to pay. So there are so many people, and so many people will be going and clicking, but eventually they won't buy it. Even if you go and click a sari 10 times, and for 5 rupees per click, and 50 rupees might have got debited from the Amazon's account, but Amazon didn't realize even 1 rupee from you. So these are all things to be managed. Today, the biggest challenge of digital marketing is how to manage the digital space, because you have to pay for your hosting, you have to pay for your that every click, the, everything how to pay for the advertisements. But are you getting that much revenue generation? So the smartness of today's commerce student will be mostly lying upon how you are informing your management which of the clicks, which of the keyword is giving you more revenue, which is not giving you revenue, and how to do a long tail keyword so that you are not losing much money by a sundry. Just a window shopper doesn't go and click your resources and deplete your resources. So that is a value, right? So maybe it's a big subject. You can just think on it. The value creation is based upon how smartly you design your ad campaigns, how you are managing your ad budgets, because in the e-commerce space the ad budget is huge. And because people are, you have to get the people to see your advertisement, make them to click, make them to read, make them to stay in the advertisements. So many things are there, so that all costing money. So how best you are managing, that's what the change. So thanks, I think I took more time than expected. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are really grateful for your highly inspiring and very informative speech, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving wonderful explanation, sir. Thankfulness is the best courtesy. May I call upon Ms. Punika, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Saying thank you is more than good manners. It is good spirituality. I am Ms. Punita, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce. A very good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event Comfest. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God and for making this today's occasion a resounding success. I would like to thank our chief guest, Engineer Emmanuel Dayal Walker, Regional Business Leader and Sales Leader, DuPont South Asia, who honored this function with his inspirational words and thoughts about business transformation. I would like to thank our Honorable Secretary, Dr. P. Gautam Vaid, and beloved Principal Madam M.K. Malati, staff members, students, participants, volunteers, and last but not the least, our beloved students for making this function as a grand success. Once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for the informative speech, sir. Now it's time for national anthem.